Story of transport. In olden times, people did not have any means of transport. They used to move from one place to another on foot and carry goods either on their back or using animals. Communities living near water used logs tied together as boats for transport along water routes. They began hollowing huge logs to make small canoes. With time, as they observed water animals move in water, they began to cut wood in different shapes and fix them to make better boats. Soon man learned the art of making wheel. This made a great change in the mode of transport. They developed carts with wheels that could be pulled by bullocks and horses. For many years, people used animal carts for transport. But scientists and engineers were working all the time to develop better modes of transport. This gave birth to the invention of steam engine. Railroads were made for steam engine-driven carriages and wagons. Soon the inventors reached a higher level by inventing automobiles. The automobile industry changed the world of travel for man, making it faster and easier. Motorized boats and ships were used as means of transport on water, making it possible for man to travel across seas. All this time, people were working on making machines that could fly. Their efforts bore fruit in the early 1900s when the first aircraft was developed by the Wright brothers. It was crude and couldn't fly longer or higher, but it was the first step in the world of airplanes. They worked on it for many years and soon developed the aeroplane that could carry passengers and goods across countries. It was faster than people could imagine. Electric trains, monorail, supersonic airplanes, and spacecrafts are some of the 20th century contributions. How far have we traveled? With each invention, people thought about how much distance the vehicle covered. Measuring the distance was very important to determine the mode of transport suitable to reach there. Whether it required you to walk, take a bus, or a train, a ship, an airplane, or even a spacecraft. There are so many occasions when we feel the need to measure lengths and distances. A carpenter needs to measure the height and width of a doorway to know how much wood he would need to make the door. The farmer needs to know the length and breadth or the area of his land to know how much seed he can sow and how much water would be required for his crops. What would you say if someone asked you how tall you were? You will need to measure your height. How much is the distance from Frankfurt to Berlin or Bombay to London? All these questions have one common point. They concern the distance from one point to another. These 2 points or places might be close, like the corners of a desk, or far apart, like Bombay and London. So, how do you measure these distances? This is what we are going to talk about in our next video.